That's where I
For
have
what?
all my questions.
Oh, yeah.
Can you fit through there better than I fit through over here?
Hell no. Have you seen me? Look at me again. Close your eyes, reset, and look at me again. I am 10 times this little
Just
piece.
please.
I'll
Can
do
you?
it.
She just buckle, break everything.
Thank you, Lewis. Just suck it.
I hope you see this. I want you to see this. I want you to see this.
Just suck it in.
Jesus.
Just be careful with those
Oh,
wires.
Yeah. Oh, well, right there.
I see him, guys. I see him. I have 20/20 vision. Jesus. Watch out. Huh. Jesus.
But you were looking this
what
way.
in the,
know.
what in the...
What in the
I
contraptions?
swear.
Okay,
You got
let's
it.
stretch my legs. Okay.
Do you see it on my?
Ay, Dios mío.
Do you see it on my shelf?
You should ask one of your cats to do this.
Huh.
Where?
Right there on my shelf on top of
Oh,
the
yeah.
books.
Teach them how
Just
to,
disconnect it, please.
how to be your maid.
Dude, I'm gonna eat my sandwich.
Yeah, interesting. That's a small spot. I don't know how I'm supposed to get back. I don't know how I did it the first time.
No.
Oh, that's so cute.
Mhm.
That is so cute.
Oh, that's sick.
I was trying to have fun with it.
No, yeah, you
yeah,
did.
you hella had fun.
You definitely did.
Like, I'm wishing
Yeah. I wish I was coloring with you.
Yeah.
Jesus. What is going on here? You gonna make the thickest
Wait,
food
you
do all
move the
this?
camera. Move it. Just slightly.
Where?
That way. That's good, right?
Oh, I didn't even
More
notice.
space.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good. It's alright.
Yeah.
You're okay.
You're
with
like,
that.
I'm done.
I'm gonna sit down, guys.
Next.
Thank you.
Cause y'all got me doing all kinds of. You better crop that part out. Oh. Jesus. Your
What is
cat.
that?
Your cat.
Don't say his name in vain.
What?
Because he kept saying Jesus.
No, you don't even go to church.
First of all, we are all children of the Lord. Don't let her tell you. Oh my goodness.
Me? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I go to church.
I'm gonna escort myself out now. Thank you.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna escort myself out.
What was the last part?
Thank you.
Oh, I can't blame.
Carole and Lewis joining me today on today's episode.
Anyways, that's all I have for today's intro.
It's kind of long.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my podcast. I am your host, Evelyn, and I am super excited to finally start my podcast. It's been a long time coming, and I'm also super excited to have my friends.
Carole.
Lewis.
Yeah, so let's begin. I'm going to
Let's
start
get
with my little
started.
icebreaker.
Okay.
Okay. I call it the this or that. So I'm going to give you like little questions, and you're going to pick which one like you prefer. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So the first one's candy or chips?
Chips.
Candy.
Get closer.
Candy?
Yeah,
Candy.
You're a
candy.
candy person?
I am.
Oh, no.
Like if I go to the store, I feel
You're
like
gonna get cavities.
yeah. With chips too. What are you talking about?
Not as much
Not
though.
as much.
There is like sugar in chips,
Yeah,
but
but
compared
not-
to candy, I don't know.
Yeah, but let's say you eat hot Cheetos and then all that stuff just burns through your stomach.
Your stomach.
That
but
is
not
true.
your teeth. At least
She literally weighed the options. She weighed the options.
Like, which
She's
one
like, do I want my stomach or cavities? Dude, stomach for sure. Give me surgery. Here.
I prefer chips.
Yay, two. against
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's part
Loser.
of
Just kidding.
What a weirdo.
What a loser. Alrighty. Number 2. Do you guys prefer texting or calling?
I think calling.
I'm
I
more-
don't have time to text.
I'm a texter.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have time to
To call.
just to like sit down and talk to one person. I have to constantly be on the go and texting. So texting is like my best friend, honestly.
Really?
I think I prefer texting like when I am busy, but I prefer calling like on a regular basis.
Yeah, I prefer calling because even like let's say you're busy, like you can have your AirPods in and you could be doing you could be doing what you need to do, like cooking at the gym and just talking, right? Because I feel like on like through text you have to have like your fingers like occupied and your freaking
Yeah.
You know.
But I feel like some people, when they're talking on the phone, they're not fully, like if you're doing something while you're on the phone.
Oh, like you're not fully there?
You're not. So like if they're cooking or something, they're putting, oh my gosh, I just put ginger in the spaghetti, and everybody's like, what the heck? Just because you're not really paying attention. At least with text, you could just like text.
Then you could be like,
that's fun. Don't ever cook for me. Ever. She's gonna poison me out. That's okay. Yeah, I'm a texter though. I rather text. Just get it out the way, 1, 2, and then if it's an emergency, then call me.
what
You
if
know
it's
what
like a long text?
Like, what if you're having like a serious conversation? Would you prefer it on text or over the phone?
Nah, I think that would be. I'm more in person if it's super important like that because even I think texting the tone can be misleading. So
or
you're
like
just
misunderstood or misread.
So they're like, oh, you meant this, but your tone is everything, especially when you're talking to people about important stuff. So
so none of the above.
Yeah.
It's in person.
So it would be in person.
Yeah, you didn't really specify like for what, huh? Like she's just like
I think
she's like, I take it back.
No, yeah, because I feel like it depending on like what scenarios, like I prefer text versus call.
Yeah.
Or call versus text. It just depends. All right, next one. Do you prefer summer or winter?
Ooh.
I'm a winter person. Winter, definitely.
That's a hard one. Like you couldn't like give us like the option of fall.
No.
In between.
No.
Can I get both the best? Oh my gosh.
Can I get both the best?
Can I get fall? I'm just kidding.
No.
So either winter or summer?
Mm-hmm.
I think summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're like so opposite. I feel like
we're like no, looking at each other. I think winter just because I know if it's cold you can put stuff on to get warm.
Yeah.
But like in the summer it's like you're hot. Like there's nothing.
Yeah, you could be naked.
It's just like the sun's beaming on you. So I always do winter.
I think I prefer. I'm gonna say summer.
Yay! 2 against 1 again.
I need another man on this podcast. This is not working out.
Hey, Reyes, so he needs to.
Oh, Reyes.
Yeah, he's killing me here.
Hi, Reyes. You better be watching.
You better be subscribed.
He's like, oh shoot.
Hey, you be your own people.
Dude.
Like how I was. Did I tell you about the TikTok?
What happened?
Because on TikTok,
I don't have one.
Yeah, I know. So on TikTok,
I don't have one.
Like
TikTok?
Huh?
What a loser.
I know. Now I'm gonna go make one just because
she bullied her into it. I need to put my sandwich down. Okay,
I'm surprised you haven't hit her in the head with this.
No, because on TikTok, like when you post videos, like you can see who watches it and who like likes it. And I was telling him like all the people who like my videos and stuff is like random strangers, and then I'll have like friends and family like watch my videos and they'll like it. And at first I was just like, oh, like it's okay, like you just scroll and like whatever. But then at the same time, I'm like, no, I was like, they watched it. And I was like, and I take it more personal because it's like people that I know. Oh, my cat. I could hear in the headphones. And I take it a little more personal because it's like my friends or like people that I thought were like supportive and stuff.
Right.
And I'll just like see them not like it. And I'm just like, it makes me sad a little bit.
So sad.
Because I'm like,
I'm glad I don't have TikTok then.
Girl, you'd probably be the same one, not liking it. Yeah.
She makes when
now
you
I
block
know.
her.
And I was like, now I know. I'm like, okay, I have to like her shit. I'm
just kidding. Yeah.
Carole
but it makes me a little sad. Because I'm like, dude, all these random ass people are over here supporting me, liking my videos, commenting.
Mm-hmm.
And then like everybody else that I know personally, they're just like.
Yeah. They're like, next.
Yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about?
TikTok.
Before that.
Oh, like it was a question. Oh, the summer question, right? Were we on the summer question?
How did we get to the TikTok question?
How you guys got there? Because I'm like, I've been hanging out here. She said, "How we get there?" I wasn't on the.
How did we get there?
We're talking about summer.
Okay,
that's just the last that I remember.
Summer, and then
how did that?
Oh, I said I needed. No, we were talking about Reyes.
Yeah.
What the hell? That still doesn't make sense how we got there.
We were talking about Reyes and we're like, oh, he better be subscribed.
Oh, and then you said it better be. You said it'd be your own people.
Oh
yeah. Damn.
That's how I got there like real quick.
Dude, yeah. Anyways.
That was quick.
That was like a rabbit hole.
Yeah. I don't know if we're getting old or what, because we lost that one.
Yeah. Anyways, we made it though. We got there.
Yeah. Barely, but we got it.
Barely.
Barely. Number 4. Do you prefer dine in or out?
Dine in or out?
Mm-hmm. Like get takeout or go
that's
out
that's a
that
one wait.
That's a toughie.
So get takeout
and bring it home, or go out to eat like at
I'll go out
a restaurant. Really?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. With my friends, I think I want to go out and get like food. And then with my boyfriend, I like grabbing takeout and coming home.
Yeah, same.
You know? Loser. Just kidding.
I didn't even. didn't even say anything. She's already like, you're against us.
You didn't even answer
Yeah,
the
I
question.
know. Loser. You know what? Somebody give me something. I'm gonna hit you in the head with this.
So is it
microphone.
both for your girlfriend and your friends?
No, he's gonna change it now.
I know.
He doesn't want to be a loser.
He wants to feel included.
I want to. I'm not even gonna start. If I wanted to be a loser, I would have just agreed with you guys. Okay.
Oh.
Weirdo. Anyways. No, I think
compliment.
Friends, going out to eat. I think girlfriend. I think that it's the same. I think I would like to just go out to eat.
I don't know, because I like eating out too, but it's just like every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think like the only time me and my boyfriend go out to eat is like when we get sushi. Everything else we bring home. And you get to like watch a movie or like you know.
So I have a question. All right, so this when you guys are watching a movie, can you guys actually like
watch the movie?
Just watch a movie, or do you guys want to like, I want attention and start trying to like talk through the movie and stuff like that?
I actually like to watch the movie.
I like to watch the movie.
Really?
I don't like interruptions.
Yeah.
But sorry, boo. But my boyfriend, we've had a conversation about this already.
Oh, that's funny.
But like when we watch a movie, he's constantly like trying to like talk like throughout the movie.
Some people do that.
Yeah, so like let's say something's happening and he'll be like let's say someone dies. He'll be like, oh my god, he just died. And I'm like, I'm right here. I saw it. I'm like, I saw it too. I'm like, not to be mean, but I'm like, I'm right here. I was like, I had to tell him, I was like, hey, like, I personally like to like be focused on the movie, you know? And I'm like, I'm right next to you, so I can like I see what you're seeing.
That's so funny.
And so he'll just do that all the time. Like every little thing, he'll like say what's happening, or he'll like try to figure out the plot or like the ending.
Gosh, that's like me.
And I don't like it though, because sometimes like he's usually right. So then I'm like, I already know how it's gonna end, and I like not thinking of like the what's gonna happen. I just like watching it and seeing
like
what happens. And then he'll say like, oh, this is gonna happen, this is how it's gonna end, and I'm just like, wow, I didn't even think of that, and now you just ruined the whole movie for me. And then so I had to have a conversation, and
she's all pissed off now.
And then
I'm gonna text him.
I'm like, I'm freaking mad at him. And at the movie theaters, he also talks, and he talks loud. Like, I know you like to talk, but like at least whisper. Like that's the bare minimum. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of like that, but like I'm like, oh my gosh, like why do they do that? Or like I'll be like,
I feel like that's fine. Like
I'll ask questions,
yeah.
and then I remember like my whoever I'm watching it, they're like, dude, like
just watch it.
Yeah, they're like, we don't know. We're
right here with you.
Watching too.
We're both confused.
But I think I'm just talking to myself. I'm just like,
oh,
like why? Oh my gosh, why did they do that? And I'm just like thinking about it, you know, like all stressed out, like what's gonna happen?
Get a little closer.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, because I feel like we're louder than you.
Oh, okay.
Or just talk louder.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was it. That was
your spiel.
My spiel. Yeah.
You?
What about you?
No, I literally like to watch the movie. Like, I'll be quiet. But I've seen, well, I've experienced, and I've heard from like my barber and other friends. They say that when they're watching a movie, their significant other is always like, oh my gosh, or like talking, or just cuddle with me or talk to me, and then we're just kind of stuck on the movie, like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, and then they're just like, why aren't you cuddling with me? And I'm like, because you don't see this fool about to get shot. Like, I'm trying to watch it, but and then I've had a time where I'm with my significant other right there, and we're watching the movie, and I'm like, and she's trying to talk to me. I'm like, wait, hold on, like, let me watch this. And then by the time I know, it's like a turn around, get all the blankets, and just goes to sleep. And I'm like,
oh no,
because she gets mad.
Yeah, she gets mad, but I enjoyed the movie.
Because I don't think I cuddle with my boyfriend when we watch a movie.
Either. Unless I'm not interested in the movie, then I'm like, hey.
Then yeah.
I will never put on a movie I'm not interested.
Right, yeah.
Never mind, I scratch that. Anyways, go ahead.
It's like, wait a second. Never mind, I have.
Carole, yeah. I was like, yeah. Anyways, okay, next question.
Let's move it on.
Oh.
Okay, this one I think we'll all hopefully be on the same page.
Oh.
Number 5. Love or money?
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good
Dang.
one. That's a good one.
I don't know.
Did you Google these? These are good.
Thank you. I will start it off.
I think that's a really deep question.
Yeah,
It is a very deep
Yeah,
question.
it is.
I think I'm gonna choose love.
Aww.
Yeah.
Dumb.
I have a few boyfriends. Sometimes I want the money. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
You make me feel like I need the money. I'm just kidding.
Love our money.
If I could have one or the other,
Yeah.
it would be love.
Aww. Thomas, do you hear that? Are you listening to this? No, I would choose love too.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
We got good morals.
Of course, I would choose.
I just think that's a really in-depth question. It's just kind of depending on what kind of
If you you choose one and that's it.
one, and that's it.
If you choose love, you can't have
Money.
like a lot of money.
Okay.
But if you choose money, you won't have
like
love.
more of it, like more love than
Okay, so but are you talking about like real love, like pure love?
Pure, true.
Yeah, so not
love.
like
No.
I found a sugar daddy, I'm out.
No,
Just pure
because
love.
like let's say like if you choose money, you'll find love, but it won't be true.
Yeah.
It'll just be like, whatever. And if you choose love, you won't ever be like a billionaire. You'll just maybe make like $100,000.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. I'm like, that's it. Just
6 figures. That's it.
No,
Yeah. Then yeah,
He's like,
if it's like pure love like that, definitely. Because that goes a long way, you know.
Yeah.
But like, if you're just talking about like somebody that loves you and you love them, it's so unpredictable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people just kind of, I think, in this generation, kind of just switch up so easy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things are always, I was with them for this long, I broke up. Like it's like whatever.
Oh my goodness. You got a heart.
I'm still a G though.
I'm still a gangster. Goddamn, don't bring my table.
Don't play with me. Okay? Don't play with me. Pray with me.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
I said, don't play with me. Pray with me.
Aww.
Don't do that. It doesn't make it any cooler. Oh, man. Anyways.
Oh. Hey.
You guys killed it.
We
That
were
was
in
funny.
sync, okay?
Yeah.
You said mosquito bites?
Hmm?
No.
Not at the moment.
No, yeah.
No.
It's just me.
No, I get bit though. And when we go visit Puerto Rico, my family go visit Puerto Rico, dude, they eat us up.
Dude,
same thing when I go to Mexico. Is it because of Mexico? Or no?
No,
It was
that
when
was
you
like-
came
Is
back?
that like an American mosquito?
Yeah, it's American.
It's American.
They're not as intense, yeah. They're
that's
not as
crazy.
intense.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. And they're little,
Yeah.
like they're tiny.
Yeah. The Mexican ones are
Did
bigger?
you hear what he said?
Yeah. Huh?
He was like, are those American mosquitoes? They have papers.
Yeah.
They have
Oh,
papers?
you did? Okay. You're funny. Okay, guys, that was it for the this or that. And now I just have my
That was
questions.
just
That was
the
the icebreaker.
That was a long icebreaker.
I know.
That
We're at 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Making progress.
Let's begin
Oh, okay.
with the actual questions. I don't know which one I want to do first, but I guess I'll do this one since we are all friends and we all went to the same high school. Do you think most people stay friends after high school?
Most?
Yeah,
that
do you
the
think
key
like
word?
most people on average?
Most. No.
What do you think?
Not most.
I think they didn't. But I think with social media, that a lot of people still stay in
Now they
contact.
do? Okay,
Yeah.
so when we were in high school.
Wait, in contact though. I don't think you guys are
Like
like
friends.
Why am I getting screamed at on this podcast? I hope you guys see this, what's going on over here. They literally attacked me. If you are a male and if you guys know
Cut
us,
that part out, okay?
We're keeping it all in.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Well, I guess I'll agree with you guys before I get socked. No,
So I
don't.
guess I'm asking.
like
Not.
actual friendships.
Let's say from our high school.
No,
Okay. Me either. I don't think so. Why do you think
Why did
no?
I say no?
Yeah.
Because you said keyword was like most, right?
Mhm.
And then you said friendships.
Mhm.
So I feel like
did she just dissect that like if we were in Mr. Bastain's class?
Yeah.
She
it wasn't in class.
she was annotating that whole sentence. Mr. Bastain, you would be proud. You would be proud.
Like, what's annotating?
If you are proud, like and subscribe.
If he
Definitely.
ever watches this.
Yeah, so I feel like most friendships like don't, sadly, like unfortunately. I just feel like from like maybe firsthand, like I'm just talking from like experience.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry, Carole.
Don't cry.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah,
What about you, Lewis? Why do you think they don't? Or like,
I don't know. I think a lot of people just kind of outgrow each other.
yeah.
I think
that is
that's
true.
that's like a big thing.
That was a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
I should have said that.
You should. Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
But majority of the time, I think people take it personal,
What do you mean?
and like when people outgrow each other.
You scared me.
If you would have spit
Dude, I
on
wasn't
him,
it.
if you would have spit on him, that would have been all bad.
Are you
At
okay?
least you went towards her, though. I appreciate that.
You want more?
So.
Chugging on water. You want some water?
It helps.
I need to stop chewing this gum. Maybe that's what.
Oh, maybe. Throw it away.
Definitely.
Want to put it on my sandwich?
I think I have the upper.
Okay.
Oh, I do. Oh wait.
You're such a good friend. That's funny.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You think you have the wrapper? That's a sticky note.
Same thing. It did the job.
How do you know? Jesus. Okay, before I was really interrupted twice. I think a lot of people, when they outgrow each other, people think it's like personal. Like, oh, you know. But some people have, different interests.
Sorry.
I can never.
Is it because of our face? We're like,
It's because we're like, we both went, Sorry.
You guys are killing me
No.
here.
Sorry, go for it.
But they got one more time. That's it. And then I'm done. Then I'm done. Yeah. So I think that's what the thing is. They just outgrow each other.
oh, did someone jump?
I think it's because he keeps doing
No,
that.
no,
It's
it's not
up
from
there. Somebody closed the door. She's like,
Oh,
she
you
just
said
said,
him.
I'm literally just moved a little bit. It was him. He did it.
It's because you keep moving the table.
There's a pattern going on here. There is definitely a pattern. And I hope the audience sees it.
Oh my god.
Dude, your voice sounds hella good.
Oh.
I think it's because it's deep, so it sounds like a lot in my ears.
Oh.
Anyways, that's all you had to say?
No, I had more, but it was just I lost it all from the interruption.
That's fine.
Aw. It was going good. I wish you
Yeah.
It's
would've,
okay.
like-
I still have follow-up questions.
Oh, okay.
So,
Wait, did I answer? Oh yeah.
Did
Mine
you?
Mine was like stupid.
so if you want to stay friends,
Uh-huh.
how would you maintain that friendship post high school? Like, what would you do to continue staying friends with people if they also want to be your friend?
Go ahead,
you know?
Carol. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you answer first because I already got my answer.
So how would I maintain that friendship?
Mhm.
I think last time we kind of talked about this in your other podcast.
Mhm.
We're talking about friendship, so it kind of goes along that same line where I feel like it has to be mutual for you to maintain that, right? Because I feel like both of you guys have to want it, and then you have to put in that effort, and so does the other person. So I think just staying true to yourself and deciding whether you really want to go through with that, and just do your part, and then that's it.
Mhm.
Go. You're like,
Can I think? Jesus.
you're like, I already have my answer.
No, yeah. Well, I was just making sure that you were thorough. I'm just
Now
making
he's
sure.
like, now I have to change my answer.
Yeah, now I have to sound better than you. It's weird.
Or did I take your answer?
Of course not, Carol. I've thought about it thoroughly. I don't like you. Anyways, I think in order for people to
Mira, you keep doing it. Stop it.
Oh, like
Is
maybe
that my
maybe
fault?
we should put
Is that
our
my
hands.
fault?
Maybe we shouldn't put our hands.
You could
on the
put it on there,
table.
just
like,
don't
you know
put-
how it's rude to eat with your hands on the table.
It's unstable.
Maybe it's a table. Huh?
It's 'cause I
You're
keep-
blaming me.
Story of my life.
Every time
It's
I
unstable.
hear
Damn.
damn,
Sorry.
that's
That
sad.
was
Anyway.
personal.
No, it's because I keep hearing the bang.
Oh.
You could.
take these off.
No, I know,
No,
but
it's-
I need it so I
Like,
can
then-
hear the audio. I need
Yeah.
to manage
Right. No, that makes sense.
the audio. Make
I'm
sure
kidding,
everything's
Okay, so let me just.
You could put your arms on there. Just
Okay, good.
when you
because
let go,
I felt
don't
this was comfortable.
don't let it go. Like slowly, kind of take it off.
Yeah.
That sounded kind of.
Can you repeat the
That
question?
kind of sounded sexual.
What?
I was like,
She went down the deep end. She went.
no, because
Um,
I was like, never mind.
Yeah, don't repeat it. I'll just listen to it whenever we play it.
Can you repeat the question?
If you want to stay friends, how would you maintain that friendship post high school?
I think kind of how Carole said it, like kind of to be mutual, that you both want it, but still understanding the fact that, you know, we're adults. You know, people have their own lives.
Mhm.
So, you know, some people want to be caught up in working or, you know, having kids, however, whatever they do. And just not feeling like, oh, they don't have time for me or this and that. But, you know, don't be afraid to be the one to reach out and be like, hey, you know, we should grab lunch sometime. I have good friends that are in relationships, have kids, travel or work a lot, and they're still some of my really good friends that I could rely on if I needed to reach out. But I haven't talked to them in 6 months or 5 months, and that's just because life gets in the way.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people take it personal, where it's like they don't have time for me and stuff like that. But how are we gonna be 30 years old trying to, you know what I mean?
Hey, don't say our age. I'm gonna bleep that out. We're what? We're not that.
Yeah.
You round to the nearest hundredth.
No.
Anyways.
Ew.
But
that sounds ugly.
It does.
Don't ever say
I don't
that.
like it. We're not saying how old we are here.
Yeah.
I need a man on this podcast with me.
You are. You're like right here. Like, you want more?
With me.
Oh.
I said with me. You can annotate that.
Mr. Bastain.
Yeah, Mr. Bastain, get in here. She's losing it. But yeah, I think that's how it is.
My little lights look cute, huh?
Dude, they do. You
I'm
should have
sorry,
turned it
Louis.
in last time.
Yeah, they look cute. Next
Mhm.
time.
Did you answer the question or no?
I guess you guys pretty much said it all. Like just
No, I think we're missing something.
Are we? A little spice?
Okay.
No, I guess just like the basic like
we're missing an important answer. Why don't you
Carole,
answer it then?
because you said like, oh, like it's a two-way street. You both have to like, you know, keep in touch.
Mm-hmm.
And you said like you need to be understanding about like now after high school we're adults and we have like work and some people have kids and like, you know, people move out of like the city or our city. So you guys pretty much said it all, but I mean, just keep in contact, like phone calls, text messages, even like just sending memes or like just like little things here and there.
It goes a long way.
Yeah, little videos that remind you of them or that you think is funny.
Yeah.
Just things like that, and then also like because how you said like sometimes you don't talk to your friends for like months. I feel like that's also important because like what am I trying to say?
Like space.
Like having space, but also like not taking it like personal and being like, oh, Louis doesn't talk to me. Carole hasn't like messaged me in like a few months.
Yeah.
Because like for example, like because like our friendship, I feel like sometimes I don't talk to you guys a lot, but then when we talk again, like it's
like
we just never like we're separated or whatnot. So yeah.
I wish we had the sound effects. Remember? We
Oh,
talked about that last time.
Yeah, like little clapping.
Or like little
Yeah.
Or like the boo. I feel like I'd use that a lot.
Dude, I want the boo. I want the boo button. Yeah. Every time Carole talks.
No, I control it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my own boo.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You guys have like your own personal.
Pop up, big old red button.
Anyways, guys, next question ties into it. It's more personal.
Oh.
And like from what you guys said, would you say those are like reasons why we stayed friends for this long? Because people.
That was cute how you made it lead into that.
Right, I'm prepared. Oh my goodness, look at me.
She's like,
I'm a true host today. Yeah. Okay, but to the audience, these are actually my longest friends.
Oh. I'm like, we are then.
No, yeah, you are.
Aww.
I think you're the longest.
Yeah.
I've known her since
forever, like years and years, and
hey.
Like that. Prehistoric.
Damn. Have I known you more than half my life?
I've known you. We met like when we were.
We have
12. 12, no?
Yeah.
Is that how old you are when you're in 7th grade?
Yeah, 12.
12?
What year was that? 08?
Girl. Because you're like, I think 12.
Yeah.
Or 13. Yeah, give or take.
We've known each other since maybe like 08.
I'm trying to do math in my head.
I've known him, and I think you've probably known him almost like around the same time.
Yeah.
What, like 2010?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
2010.
freshman year.
Freshman year.
Oh my god, I'm putting out our ages.
I
People could just
know.
calculate.
Bleep.
Yeah, just bleep bleep. People are like, what are you guys talking about?
every other word.
Definitely.
But yeah, these are my longest friends. Oh my goodness, so sad.
Why are you
But
sad?
yeah.
You should be happy I'm your friend. She said, I'm so sad.
It makes me like a happy sad, you know?
I
Like,
get it.
tears
Like
of
a happy
joy.
sad. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it, guys.
Of
Because
course.
you're a man.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Exactly.
Back to my question.
Uh-huh.
What do you say those reasons that you guys gave are
Mhm.
the reasons like why we are still friends till this day?
Wait, can you say it again? Like, was it why or was it what? Or was it, what was the
Like
first
the
word?
reasons you guys gave us are those
the reasons why we maintain? Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I hear
100%. Can they hear us?
people. I don't know, but I could hear them in here.
I hope they don't come out in the podcast.
They can't hear us. I don't think
Okay, I'm like,
Y'all
I'm scared to leave.
We're gonna fight.
I know they're gonna slash my tires
You
when
push
I
me down the
leave.
steps.
Imagine. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Freaking murder.
Hey, Carol.
I heard you say shh.
Yeah, just like that.
Anyways, answer my question.
Oh, I did. Or are you talking about him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think after high school, we hung out a lot.
We
We
did.
hung out a lot.
We did.
We probably see each other every other day.
Yeah, we were up hella
dang.
late.
Yeah, till like 2-3 o'clock. And
Mhm.
I think,
Yeah, I think that's the period where I hung out with you
yeah,
the most.
and I think, I think we were really getting to like know each other and understand like kind of how we are as people,
Yeah.
as a person. So I think that understanding kind of guided more into like, oh yeah, this is just, Evelyn's busy, or she's probably doing this, or she's saving cats or whatever, So I kind of brought in that understanding, but kind of building that bond of like, whenever if something's going on or something, you're like, okay, I'm gonna call Lewis,
Mhm.
because there was a point in time where I think her car was like overheating one time.
It's my fucking neighbors. Anyway, sorry.
Oh.
They're
Okay.
literally right there, like right there. I'm gonna look at them.
They come knock on the door.
I'm like, they don't have a, like, how come they don't go on the little balcony? Or they don't have
You
one?
said that kind of weird.
Yeah,
balcony?
Yeah.
Oh, how is it pronounced?
I don't know. You said it like if it had like a little squiggly line on the end. or something.
Balcony?
Yeah.
Balcony?
Why does it sound so weird?
Why do
It
I,
does.
yeah, balcony?
Balcony?
You're just Hispanic, or
Balcony.
you're something else?
No, I'm just Hispanic.
No, she's 1%.
Oh, I'm
Oh, yeah.
1%, I'm
She said
1%
it.
Nigerian. I'm 6% Basque.
But her
Basque.
accent.
What the heck is Basque?
So it no longer exists.
Oh, B
It doesn't exist
BASQ.
anymore.
U-E?
UE, right?
Yeah, it's like between Spain and France, because I'm also like 30% Spaniard and then like I don't know what percent of France, but anyways, it's the portion between Spain and French.
I'm
France.
sorry.
Yeah. So what was the point of this?
Basque?
Oh yeah, because of how I pronounce things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I pronounce
I
a
think
lot of
it's
things
just your
wrong.
Hispanic
Balcony,
accent.
yeah, balcony. How do you say it? Balcony? Like now I'm like
balcony. I feel like I'm
Balcony.
saying it stupid now.
Balcony.
because I mean
I'm like, dude, you're rubbing off on me. This sucks. This sucks.
Balcony?
balcony.
Does that sound right? Balcony. You sound a little weird.
Balcony.
Why you say it like that? Say it again.
You know what? We gotta
Balcony.
Balcony?
Balcony.
Balcony?
Balcony.
Balcony.
Well, at least he left. I don't hear them
Yeah, I
anymore.
don't
Yeah, they're probably like, man, these
They're
are
like-
weird. Oh, you're balcony? Balcony? Like,
They're
weird
like,
people in that
huh?
environment. Let's go.
They're like, I think we should go to the balcony.
Yeah. Something's telling us to go to the balcony. I just don't know what. It's like there's a voice in my head. It's all Carol. Balcony?
Balcony? Balcony?
Oh, my
I'm so
goodness.
dead.
Or the patio.
Yeah.
Would that be-
I think
I
that'd be
think
better.
Yeah, that's way better.
Patio.
Yeah, patio.
Patio.
The-
You were saying?
No, yeah, that there was just a time we were always together, and I think we just kind of understood each other and was just like, I don't think when we started living our own lives and just kind of it wasn't like a personal thing. It was just just life takes its toll. That's it.
Well, I mean, I took some things personal, but
And I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
say that. 'Cause
No, yeah.
it
I was
wasn't.
like, I remember
It
that.
wasn't all like rainbows and sunshines. It was we had our own like little friendship issues.
Yes, we did.
I don't really think I had much issues with you though.
But me, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, we
She's
talking
like,
about
well,
it right now. I got a list.
I have some shit to say.
I was waiting for this moment.
Yeah. No,
I don't think so either.
Not really.
No,
Like, there's times where, like...
Yeah. I just feel like we're just so used to each other. I'm just like,
I feel like if, like, you irritate me, like, I don't really say anything. Like,
yeah, I'm just like,
I feel
oh,
like
this
we're
is
just
so
like, Evelyn, oh my goodness, Carole, oh my god.
Yeah.
Whore. I'm just kidding.
yeah, we're just like,
Yeah. No, I think
Whatever.
me and her, we used to fight.
yeah.
I think
Like,
it's...
fist fight.
No, wow. I'm a fist fight Evelyn. I'm a fist fight Evelyn. You serious? I'm sitting right here.
She'd win, like, duh.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I see her jumping off a fence and just.
Thank you.
She said
like, fist fight?
What's up with you and fighting? You're tripping right now. Anyway, well,
like
honestly,
arguments?
I wouldn't even fight. I think
No.
she would get upset and she would like scream at me, and I try to like make reason like, "Hey, no, look, think about it like this," and she's like, "No." And then she'll just take off. And then I'll give her some time.
Can you? I know you say this story all the freaking time, the Red Robin story.
Yeah.
Can you tell it?
Yeah, please.
I
I don't think I've heard of it.
I feel like you'll
Maybe, once I hear it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. So there was a point where me and Evelyn were seeing each other like almost every day, talking, hanging out. And then she used to work at Red Robin. So I would go.
Oh, I remember. No, I seriously remember. I'm not just saying that. Okay, but go on.
You surprise me every day. Anyways, so there was a point where I had to go pick up something from the mall. I forgot what it was. And I had my little cousins with me, so we got off the car. So we were walking in, and I peeked my head in, but I didn't see her. So I'm like, she's not working today. So went over there, just grabbed our stuff, and we were in a hurry. I think it was like a family party or something. So we're leaving, and I just head out, So then I think the next day or two.
Making noise. We're podcasting. I could hear her freaking scratching in my ears.
So the next day or two, I reached out to Evelyn and said, "Hey, what's up? Like, hey, you want to go grab something to eat?" No text back. So then I finally called her or something. I reached out to her and I was like, "Hey, what's going on? Are we good?" And she was so upset, like furious. And I'm like, "What'd I do?"
I wasn't that mad. I'm just kidding.
You didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
Hey, you didn't come say hi.
That's why Evelyn was mad, because
Really?
she seen me walk out, but I didn't go say hi to her, so she thought I wasn't her friend, and that was the end of our friendship. So she didn't talk to me, and she was like, if I wouldn't have reached out, she probably still would have been mad at me to this day.
I think it's because like Red Robin, they have like a long like aisle,
Clear, like
windows clear, and I was all the way at the end dropping off like plates, and I literally see him from the end walk all the way through, and he just kept going, and he just walks out the door, and I was like, my little heart kind of broke, because I was like, wow, I was like, he knows I work here, and I'm like, he's like one of my best friends. I was like, he can't even like stop by and like say hi to me for like a second. So it made me a little sad, right? And I was just like, wow, like whatever. And then as time went by, I just stayed hurt.
So she was mad at me.
I had issues. Moving on.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Do you know?
Yeah, I remember.
It's crazy. You're so good at remembering things.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Dude, I don't know. We're talking about friendships.
That was it, right? That
Yeah.
you guys said what you needed to say?
I
Good?
think so.
Yep.
No more other thoughts? Okay. On to the next question.
Was that, like, what number question was that?
That was the first
Oh,
one.
that was the first
I
one.
thought that was like the third. That's crazy.
Well, technically,
because
it was like
it's
6.
because we did the this or
because of
that.
the icebreaker.
The icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are trying to team up against me. Anyways, who's keeping track? Next.
Do people treat you differently depending on how you look?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
for example,
Yeah.
at work, when I do my makeup and stuff and I show up to work,
Dude, yeah.
everybody compliments me. But then when I go into work with like no makeup
Makeup.
and my pelo toda freaking crusty,
Yeah.
they never compliment me. And then they're just like, they just leave Evelyn alone.
Yeah, I feel
Right?
that. I feel that.
That's one example I have.
Yeah. Oh, am I next?
Yeah.
Oh, you answer. Okay. Yeah, no. So yeah, 100%. Like, I agree on that. Like, I think people do treat you differently based on how you look. Sadly, like, it's sad, but it's true. Kind of like you said. Like, sometimes, like, I'll go all freaking beat up to work. Not beat up, but like
Abuse. Are you okay?
She said, I'll beat up and cry. You meant too much.
But like, you know, like I just woke up, like no makeup, like just my
Yeah.
hair like this, you know?
Uh-huh.
And like, yeah, like I noticed I don't really get compliments from like both my coworkers and like our customers. Yeah. And then whenever I put makeup, ooh, I get all these like compliments or people just talk to me differently and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm wearing makeup. I look cute. Yeah.
But that's us girls. I don't know if you like as a man, like if you dress like bummy,
Yeah.
like this.
Thanks.
Like today, no. Maybe
Versus like if you dress nicer.
Why are you talking to me like this? Huh?
Like,
Yeah.
do you see a difference?
Yeah. And that's just kind of how it is. Even in my line of work, like the way your suits fit you, you know, if your shirt's tucked in, you know, if you show up in regular jeans and a t-shirt, they're always going to be asking questions like, well, you know, they're not really gonna. The professionalism has to be there. So,
Yeah.
and that's kind of that's like a big thing. So if we try to go talk to like a client about selling their house or something like that, and you kind of show up kind of like casual,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They're really gonna be like, well, who
They
are
don't
you?
take you as
Yeah, they don't
seriously.
take you as serious.
Yeah.
But if you have like a pea coat on and you know with a briefcase and your words are different and you hold yourself a different way,
Yeah.
they're more inclined to be like, oh no, you know what? Like you know what you're talking about, you know. So, I mean, it might not be makeup for us, but like the confidence, the words, you know, the way you hold
Your
yourself is
haircut.
really, yeah, it's really big.
Haircut,
Mhm.
your
Definitely,
clothes.
yeah. Because everybody in our office, all the guys, they have a weekly haircut constantly. Just because if not, like when you go talk to, you know, somebody signing documents and these are important documents and stuff like that, they want to make sure that the person that's showing up is very, you know, professional and, you know, knows what they're doing. So they really look at your appearance when you first walk in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
First
yeah.
impression.
First impression is everything. You know what I mean? A lot of people kind of, I don't know.
What about like with like cars? Do you think like for like your women or other men?
And I know for a fact because like 2 years ago I used to drive a Honda, you know, 2-door Honda that windshield wipers didn't work, no insurance, like it was, you know, so it wasn't really. They liked the personality, but it was like, well, what are you doing?
And
and now with the car that I have now,
have you seen this car?
The Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember from
nice.
last time.
So with the business that I have now, and you know the way I hold myself, and when I show up, they're just like, you know, and the thing is, I don't really talk about it. I just kind of once you get out the car, they're already like, well, what do you do? You know, how do you afford it or do this? And then I tell them. So once they see that, they're like, okay, you have some kind of status, or you know, you're good at your job. So then they're like, oh well, and then but at that point, you reach a different kind of mental state when it comes to women. You know what I mean? Compared to like when you're driving a Honda, you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, like somebody talk to me, whatever. Like now you're kind of just like, what do you have to offer? You know, what can you offer me as a woman? What I can give you as a man? You know what I mean?
Too, like I feel like I catch myself doing that too, like with customers or like people that I meet. You know, like it does say a lot about a person. You know, because then whenever you see someone like you know like I don't know like cleans up nice, I guess. Like
yeah.
It just shows a lot. So
yeah, because like I try not to treat people differently by like what they look like, but sometimes like you know how we all kind of like naturally just judge or like have a perception of someone just by like what they look like. I try not to, but like I'm human, so it happens. And I have a good example because there's this customer who comes in. He's like a tall, skinny man, and he dresses.
Sorry.
And he dresses like he's homeless, and I actually think he is homeless. Like I asked my coworkers, and they're like, "Yeah, he's homeless." And he carries like a big old bag of like stuff, and then he just has like another bag full of like markers and like notebooks and stuff. And he'll come in and he'll order a glass of wine. Kitties. He'll order a glass of wine and he'll just go outside in the patio, sit down, and he'll just like write for like 2 hours. And like whenever he pays, he has like a big old plastic bag of like change, and he'll just like start putting out the change, and he like pays for his little glass of wine, and he goes and sits down. He doesn't bug anybody. He's chilling. And at first, like we were kind of a little iffy about him, but then like he's always coming. He's really sweet. He even tips us, which is nice. Like not a lot, but like he gives us like $2. And then so now he's just like a regular customer. And I remember one of the owners, they saw him sitting outside and they asked, I think, one of like the shift leaders, like, hey, like, why do you guys let this homeless man sit out there? Like, don't do that. And we're like, no, like, he's a paying customer. Like, he bought wine, so he's able to sit there. Yeah. And I don't know if he said something about like, oh, well, like, he looks homeless, like, he shouldn't be here. And that's all my coworkers told me, but I was just like, oh, I was like, he's over here like judging him because of like what he looks like and stuff. Yeah. But I was like, he can afford a glass of wine.
Yeah, and I think that's just society as a whole. Like I said, when it comes to status with like men and stuff like that, but if you really look into it, like that doesn't really mean anything. Mm-hmm. I've had a guy I met. His name was Bill. Rest in peace to a real one. So I met Bill through a signing. He was very, he was a douchebag to a lot of people. So, so he went to, and this guy, so they're like, hey, you're meeting with this guy, just, be patient. So when it's usually a hard client, they usually send me. So I go in there and he's just kind of like, well, fill this out, you do this. But he shows up and his shirt was dirty, it was wrinkled. He had 2 different socks on. He had this, like, his pants were dirty. Yeah. So we're like, I'm talking to him. We're filling out everything, and I see his car. He's like, I'm gonna go get something for my car. Yeah. And it was like a 1988 Mercury Sable. Look it up if you guys don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't. So it was really beat up. It was really beat up. It was his dad's. So Bill, I talked to some different people, and Bill's actually a multimillionaire. So
oh shoot, he didn't even look like it.
He didn't, but Bill.
He's like Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, dude. I was gonna bring that up. You beat me to it.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so he was like that, but he didn't. His closest relative was in like Arkansas, and she was like 80, and I was a cousin. No kids, no parents, no cousins. It was just Bill. So Bill had 4 guys, and I was the 5th one. So there was 5 guys, and they were all Hispanic. Yeah. But it was like a contractor, a real estate agent, a broker, a notary, and then I think it was some other guy. So us 5 were basically Bill's family and friends. So
you're on his will? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
You're a dick. Anyways,
I'm sorry.
So
are you?
No. So
well, I'm sorry.
Women. Anyways, so me and Bill became good friends. I got busy with work and stuff like that, so we would catch up from time to time. And then one time I called. One of the people told me like, hey, he's not doing too good. So I say no one more time. Say no one more time. So I called Bill's phone. And some random guy answered. It didn't sound like Bill. So I was like, hey, how's it going? How you been? And then he's like, who's this? And I'm like, I said, what? Give me a second. Get it together. Get it together. Told
the guy that?
Told the guy what? What are you talking about? I didn't tell him, give me a second. I'm telling you, get it together, Carole.
He's telling you because you keep saying,
saying. No. I'm hearing it from different angles. Like I got a bunch of Carols next to me. Jesus.
The movie's like, oh my God, Thomas.
No. Did he just get shot? Yes, honey.
We're
just
right
got
here.
Shot.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
So the guy ended up being I guess like a groundskeeper for his properties.
Aww.
And then groundskeeper. Kind of like just
people who take care of the garden and stuff.
Yeah. Like around like the yard and everything.
Oh, okay.
So then he was like, oh, I'm like, hey, how's Bill doing? He's like, yeah, he's doing good. He's just sick right now. And I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, who's this? I'm like, oh, my name's Lewis. I'm his notary. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, just to let you know, I know who you are. And I'm like, he goes, say that closer to the mic next time. So there's 5. He told me there was 5 guys that he was really close to, and I was one of them. And but Bill ended up getting sick and ended up passing away.
No, Bill. How old was he?
Bill, he was like 70, but he had cancer. So when I met him, we went to go look at the properties, and he introduced me to all his like older friends that were like 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
And we went to one house, and he knocked on the door, and it was like a little short white lady with like glasses, super thick glasses. And he's like, "Hey, this is my friend. This is my friend Luis, and I wanted to show him your chickens. Can we get to the back?" So then he's like, "I'm sick." And then he's like, "Well, I didn't want to bring Luis all the way over here, just so can we see your chickens?" And we literally went to the back to go look at the chickens. And little does he know, my dad has like a big old yard full of chickens. So I was like, he's like a little chicken with an afro, and I'm like, that would look like me, but it was cool. But I had some good times with Bill, so it was cool.
Bill.
But it was like,
we didn't get to meet him, or I didn't.
Yeah, he was definitely.
Or
he was
maybe
definitely
I
bored.
did, and then I just never knew it was him. Sorry.
This is getting deep. Yeah, but
I'm like, maybe he went to Apple. You never know. Small world.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Oh, he was an Android user.
Bill was old school. No, his thing was
Flip.
Phone. Oh,
Flip.
Then that's okay. I forgive him.
He even has he has his number taped on the back of his phone when he did.
Dude, I have customers that still do that with their iPhones.
Yeah.
With their iPhones, they have their phone number. I'm like, girl, what if you get stolen? Now they know your number. Like, imagine you try to call, like, oh yeah, this is my number is, and you just tell them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's how it is. But Bill was a good guy.
I guess I have 2 relationship questions and then like a generic one.
Okay.
What are you guys feeling?
Generic.
I feel like I gotta pee.
You can go pee.
Perfect.
And he never comes back.
I just walk out the door.
We can
So I
take
need to pee in my restroom at home.
we can take a pee break. You fit. Oh,
Not with this full bladder. Jesus.
I'm gonna go pee after you too, but.
Oh, that's right. You only have one restroom. I was like, oh, we can
I'll
go.
pee.
I'll go pee together.
Do you have chips?
Dude, tell me why I was like, she's gonna ask for chips. I literally told
I do it
Louis. I'm like,
He missed it.
I know. No, dude, I didn't have time. I was going to because I was like, she asked for chips. I guess I'll just ask one more question and then we'll be done.
Yeah, make it a good one.
Make it a good one.
Okay, I'll do. Would you stay friends with an ex?
Oh man, that was a tough one. You got another one?
Would you date someone who is still friends with their ex?
Oh, damn.
Hell no.
Oh, wow.
Why?
I think it's just so much complications between that. I don't know. It's really, I mean, you think about it, people already have issues with you just being friends with the opposite gender. So imagine somebody that you're probably in a relationship with for a couple years, couple months, that you've done everything that they're doing with you, with them. It's just kind of like, it just complicates everything, you know? We just went to go hang out and grab a coffee or something like that. Like, you're going to be like, you know, I think it's better just to be like, nah, you're good. Just a respect issue, I think, on both sides.
Yeah, respect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would feel a little weird because it's like, what if, like, I don't know what the girl's intentions are, you know? Like,
and you don't know what the guy's intentions are.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, if you know your, person or whatever, your significant other, like, but then it's like you don't know the other person, you know? Like,
and sometimes you don't even know your own person.
Yeah.
Wait, like you don't...
Preach. She done said it.
I said sometimes like you don't even know like your significant other as much as like you think
you know. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, let's not go there. No.
Yeah. It's just all over the place. Like I said, it's just too complicated. So you never know. Like, oh, we're just like we're in the same friend group.
Yeah, like
and you guys go get drunk.
Yeah. Like, what's the point of keeping them in your life? Like, that's why you broke up with them.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing. It's like, why?
That's the only thing I agree with you this whole podcast.
Wow.
About time we agree.
No, yeah, I think the same thing to me. It's like, once you guys, like, break up, it's like, there's no need to, like, keep that person in your life. And, like, because you know how there's some people who do stay friends with their exes and, like, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Unless they never really, like...
Loved each other, but there was like connection somehow,
yeah, some type of
there was a connection.
There was a connection.
There was a connection.
So I feel like once you break off, I feel like that's the end of that relationship. I was like, your friendship afterwards isn't gonna be the same. And also, there's hella fucking other people you could be friends with.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't gotta be friends with your ex.
Expand,
Find more people.
Yeah. It's just that, yeah, it just
That's-
gets
yeah.
really
Mhm.
complicated. I don't think friends with your ex is like just a red flag.
Yeah.
It
You know what I mean?
is.
Because then if you're in the same friend group, you guys have a party, something, and maybe the song comes on that reminds them. There's so many things that could align. It's just so
Yeah.
complicated.
What else? Like, for example, let's say the girl, his ex,
Uh-huh.
like, let's say for me, I have a boyfriend
Uh-huh.
and he's friends with his ex.
Yeah.
Imagine her, like, going to your boyfriend for, like, her issues.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need her to
Lean
have.
on me, and all of a sudden they lean on me. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
You know, that's another thing that scares me because
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure, like, since they're friends, like, they're gonna talk about. And what if they talk about me
Right.
and the issues
Yeah,
that
he
I
brings
have?
his issues.
Yeah.
No, heck no.
I totally understand what you're going through. Evelyn does the same thing. Come here,
Kiss me.
butt naked. That's it. It's a wrap.
Heck no, I cannot.
Macaroni noises. Then
No.
what? Jesus.
No, disgusting.
It's too
Yeah,
it's too crazy. It's too
Yeah.
crazy out here.
Mhm.
Especially nowadays, this generation, everybody's just trying to, it's like a hookup culture,
Yeah.
you know? And I
Yeah.
think that's why I mean,
Even the young kids, because my
Yeah.
brother.
which one? Oh,
Oh, that hurt.
sorry, my bad.
Albert. Sorry, Albert.
That's my
But, like,
boy, yo.
But the stories he tells me, he's in high school, guys.
Uh-huh.
He's still mid high school.
Mid. That's like a word now. That's like a thing. I
It
just
is.
learned about it. Trust me.
Barely.
I'm as old as you.
Girl.
When he said
What
that,
you say? Just as it was. Me? What
You guys
talking
are
about?
the same age. Calm down.
Are you?
Yes.
How old are you?
Anyways,
younger.
the stories that he tells
Yeah, you
me, I'm like, dude, what the heck? I'm like, you guys are going through this and you guys are literally babies. To me, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So, any high school people out there, what the fuck?
Remember, bro, hit me up if you need any help. I got you.
Deep.
That was my boy.
Help for what?
I know.
Oh,
Anything.
you're talking about Albert?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, Albert, you cannot associate yourself with him. Because
When I helped you move, me and him clicked. He loves me.
Albert.
That's my boy. And I still hold my word to it. Hit me up.
dude, it's because like literally I'll be driving in the front seat and him and Albert are in the back seat and he's over here telling him a bunch of advice of like cochino things. Like
No. I just want to give him a heads up. I'm like, look, they don't tell you this in math. Be careful. I mean, in math and health class. Be careful.
Oh, sure.
So I was just giving him. He was
and
like,
Albert's just they're all quiet.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, okay.
he's laughing. He's like, yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, did your sister tell
Tell
you
me
this?
more.
No. I'm like, that's the
Well, it's because
issue.
I'm not gonna freaking tell him about freaking pickle in a jar.
You can tell him, or he's gonna find out by himself.
Well, we talk about things, but I don't tell him like freaking
Yeah.
the things you tell him because you go into detail.
Yeah. So when he's doing whatever, he's not surprised. Like, oh my gosh, it's falling off. Like, no, it's not. You're good. But I just want him to be aware because I think a lot of the times they kind of just go in health or wherever.
Let him experience what he's gonna experience. He'll learn on
Let
his
him
way.
learn on his own. Right?
You don't gotta tell him like,
That's the
okay, pickle and
issue.
freaking jar.
You
and
have to.
cucumber.
Because if
and-
not, then he's gonna go hear from one of his homies that experienced it, and his experience is gonna be different.
Okay, that is true, but at least don't let me be there. I don't need to hear.
One of my
Like I'm hearing
like this. Hey Evelyn, I don't want to hang out with you. Where's Albert?
Imagine like I don't want to hang out with
Yeah.
you. I want to hang out with your brother.
Hey, can you invite Albert over and then you can just like dip so me and him can talk because that's my homie.
You guys just take over the podcast.
Yeah. Albert, come sit down. Evelyn, go outside real quick.
No, I
No.
do want Albert in one of my podcasts.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think what the hell was the question?
Exes?
oh yeah, being
Yeah.
friends with your ex.
Yeah. But I think it's too complicated.
Yeah, because I don't think I would be friends like with my ex, even if I'm single. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to have them as my friends.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I got two right here.
This is all you need.
This is all I need. You know.
What?
She only needs half of us.
Also, question: like,
Yeah.
what about like having your exes on like your social media?
As long as you're not like
Right.
communicating and what's up,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you're just
Because you have a bunch of randoms
Yeah.
too, like on your Instagram that you don't associate with or
Yeah.
talk to.
so if you're posting and then it's just liking or whatever, that's cool. But if you're messaging and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you look so pretty,"
Then that's different.
imagine how with this freaking microphone. Oh, remember?
Wait, what'd you say?
Huh? Nothing. Go ahead. Yeah, no, but definitely.
Just rewatch it.
But yeah, I just said that it's just a red flag if if you're communicating with your ex and you have like a significant other.
Yeah.
Especially if you keep it from them. Or like delete the messages.
Yeah. And oh, you will make me go down a rabbit hole.
It's okay. Go down.
Yeah.
No,
Let's go there.
But
can I have some?
Red flag, my boys.
You need to sponsor us because we bring this in every show.
Literally.
This is what keeps it going.
Yeah, but not because y'all need it, not because you guys. You know what I mean? Y'all lips is dry. Y'all lips is dry.
It's good.
Yeah.
Not that good because y'all keep using it.
No, I'm just addicted.
I mean, that thing,
No.
you-
It's like I'm not soothing. Like I just put some on, but
the whole podcast is just you guys doing this.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
I would too.
Weirdos. But
Rabbit
yeah.
hole?
What?
Rabbit
hole.
hole. We're gonna go there.
What were we talking about again?
We're talking about. I forgot.
Like deleting messages that you
yeah,
send.
like,
Oh yeah, and a lot of people, I think, when they end up, when the significant other ends up finding out that you're like doing something like that or stuff like that, the only reason why you're actually telling them is because you got caught, not because you you just need to go ahead and be like, oh hey, this person messaged me or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people think it's okay until the significant other finds out, and they're just like, well, I didn't know it was going to be an issue. Then why are you hiding?
Why are you hiding?
Why didn't you tell me?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people just kind of are so like whatever about the boundaries. It's so easily overstepped.
Exactly.
Especially in this generation where they think it's just like, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's just a like, it's just a comment, and it's like, dude, it could just lead to so much more.
Yeah.
There should be trust there, but obviously, there's still need a respect issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell everybody this: if you don't want your significant other doing it to you, don't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've always done that in any kind of talking stage or something like that. I've always told them, just respect me. If you don't want me doing it to you, then it's wrong.
Yeah.
So we've always had that kind of clear communication. And if they do it to me, I put it in perspective and be like, look, would
set
you?
Those boundaries with them.
Because once they start overstepping consistently, you got to stop.
Mm-hmm. And also too, it's like if you feel the need to hide it from your partner, you're already doing something like wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a huge thing. So I think I've placed a lot of boundaries just because I know how easily relationships fall through, especially now in this generation. So I've always placed boundaries and I've seen this even like on like entrepreneur pages, motivational pages, when like I listen to like speeches. And the entrepreneurs even tell you have to have your non-negotiables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have your non-negotiables and make sure that you stick by them. Because at the end of the day, if you are so easily to just be like, oh no, it's okay, just because you like the person, when you're 15, 20 years down the line and you're unhappy or they're cheating on you, you're going to be like, how'd I get here?
Right.
You let them slide just because your emotions, because you love them, but they didn't feel the same way because now they're overstepping, they're disrespecting you, and now look at you.
And also too, like if you do set your boundaries and you let them cross it and you're like, it's okay, like I'll give you another chance, like they're gonna feel like it's okay to like cross your boundaries because you're gonna just forgive them. And you're gonna just forgive them. And that's no bueno.
And I think that's how a lot of people end up tied into like abusive relationships or relationships in general, like even if it's emotional, physical, or whatever. Once you let them cross it that once and you accept it, they know that you're always going to come back. So it's a constant cycle. So I think when people get into these relationships and everybody's just like, why don't you just dip? Why don't you just take off? Like, they're cheating on you, or, they're raising their hand towards you, or, but they let it slide so long and think, oh, it's going to be better, but it's not. Once you give up your dignity or you as what you're worth, it's
a disservice to yourself. And then you're already too far, too deep.
Yeah, because some people, like how you said, they do feel like, oh no, like it's gonna get better. They'll learn this and that. But
yeah, and I think it takes a level of emotional maturity to understand that. And there's a difference. Some people would think, oh well, I have my non-negotiables. Like, nah, you're just stubborn. There's a difference between like balancing it and knowing your worth, but knowing, okay, we can work through this. Because I know a lot of relationships are like, well, if you do this, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's not it's not disrespectful. It's not disloyal. It's just like, some people kind of mess up or they don't know, you have to communicate. But I think
except for cheating.
Oh yeah.
No, cheating I can't. I can't do cheating.
Hell no.
Yeah, I'll go to jail. Anyways. Nah, but I honestly think that really having non-negotiables in any relationship, men or women, what do you guys think are like really important qualities in a relationship that you think that would make it actually go far compared to something in your experience?
To me,
That's
I
something we should do. We should have been asking questions. Did you ask questions?
We did.
no, yeah.
Oh, we
you
did.
guys actually have been asking questions.
Yeah.
Oh, have I?
Mm-hmm.
I think in the beginning, like the icebreaker ones, like those were like
That's why we kind of ended up somewhere else.
Yeah, feel free to ask questions too.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say emotional intelligence is like one of the biggest things for me.
Oh yeah, that's a
also
big one.
like understanding each other and like the way that you are and the way that like your partner copes with like when they're angry, when they're irritated, when they're upset, when they're hurt. It's good to like understand that, but also like also having your boundaries and not allowing them to like overstep or be like abusive and stuff like that. So yeah, like understanding emotional intelligence,
That's
intelligence,
one,
because
I
feel like a lot of boys,
boys,
a lot of boys, they don't have. Can you actually? I just realized that I hear the water. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. Emotional intelligence. I feel like a lot of boys, they don't. You could unwrap it. They don't have that.
I think emotional intelligence is something big, and I think it plays on both roles, women and men. Just for the simple fact is, women are emotional creatures. Women go based off of emotion all day long. Men have to be logical, because if a man goes based off his emotions, he's never going to end up anywhere.
He'll probably murder someone.
Yeah, because men are really, they get angry and stuff like that. So you really have to tame yourself and build patience and understanding on both sides. So I think a man has to understand when to use that emotional intelligence with his woman, his significant other, but also know when to put that away and be logical and lead. I think nowadays women are more of like
nowadays.
No, I think it does play a big role where women are want men to kind of go based off of like how they feel. Like, oh, hey, well, you should be doing this because of this. But a man has to understand, I guess, his purpose of like, okay, this is what I need and this is what I don't need. I think I read in a book. It was called The Way of the Superior Man. So I got it from interview that Nipsey Hussle did, and his wife gave it to him. Okay, his wife gave it to him, and it was The Way of the Superior Man. And the guy, and in the book, it was really good. The guy says, women are like the weather. Well, the first title, so he puts these crazy titles, right? He puts these crazy titles on there.
I think they're opening the door.
No.
I think they're like trying to
I was a little scared. I was like,
So he puts these crazy titles, and you have to kind of like, and that's what grabs your attention. So he put, women are never wrong.
Oh, and you're just like...
So all the men are like, oh no, what are you talking about? This is a man? So everybody kind of went, we're like, all the men were like, what? Yeah. So it says that women are like the weather. When you go outside, when you think it's sunny and it's raining, do you get mad? No, you go back inside and you put on a sweater and you come in and you adapt and go based off of that. You know what I mean? So women, I want to read this book. Because men are, like you said, logical. So if I go and give a man my word and I shake his hand, I am inclined to be a man of my word. That's what we're raised to be. Now, if a woman comes and shakes my hand and is like, we're going to do this, tomorrow you're going to get mad at me and not do anything we just said. Because that's how women are. Because women are wired that way.
Hey, what you trying to say? No, I'm just kidding.
No, but that's what I read in this book, and I'm like, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then on another chapter, it says a man should always follow his purpose. Like a woman can, when making decisions, a woman can come and kind of put her input, but at the end of the day, it has to be the man's decision. So let's say, think about it like this. This is what he's. I know. I was like, but think about it like this. So when he's leading his family, okay. So let's say, right, I'm married, and I'm like, man, I don't know what I need to do. This is a tough decision. Yeah. My wife, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make this decision, and my wife goes, no, you're gonna do this decision because this is the right one. So since I don't want to fight with her or do all this, I'm gonna go ahead and make the decision she wants, even though I know it's against what I want.
But is that because you just don't want to get her mad, or because she's like right?
And a lot of men become emotional, not logical. They become emotional, and they're like, you know what? Just because I don't want to fight with her, and it's just that's her choice. Let's do it. But now the man's wrong. The man was wrong, right? The woman was wrong, and he made that decision because of her. So now he secretly carries subconsciously a type of animosity towards the woman because he's like, "You're the reason I did it."
I've heard this.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
But him as a man should have been like, "Okay, babe, thank you for your input. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, it weighs in my decision making, but ultimately, it's my job to lead. I'm gonna make this decision. And if he's wrong, then you can blame yourself and be like, you know what?
I fucked up.
You know, I messed up, and that's me as a man. Like we had the conversation where everybody was like, "Well, whose job is harder, the man or the woman's when it comes to kind of having kids?"
Oh yeah.
So then, you know, the girls were saying, "Well, it's harder to bear the 9 months of the child and stuff like that." And I'm like, I get that. I'm not gonna take that away from a woman.
Right. Yeah.
But don't take away from a man his responsibility to provide and make sure that his wife has everything.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, well, the mom's gonna. I'm like, look, you can't compare the two. You can't compare feminine with masculine.
It's completely different.
Yeah, because the feminine's always gonna show the love and be like, you know, I'm here, and show that love that the kid needs. I had a conversation with a girl where she was like, no, the man would never understand, and I'm like, look, you're having your judgment's clouded just because you're a woman, and I get that. But
because you're a woman.
No, because well, like she said, because she's on the
where we draw the line.
because she's on the woman's side.
It's because
So that's your men. This is the thing. Society now. This is what I'm saying. Society now is a lot of people. Look at me. I'm the victim. I have it harder. That's what society's going based off now, and that's why you got a bunch of feminists and you got a bunch of men that are trying to prove each other's points, and it gets ugly. But I'm telling people, and this is what I tell people: the woman I'm gonna respect to a higher level. Like I love my mom. I know she's been through it, and you know she's done whatever she can, and she's handled business.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna respect that because my mom is, you know, I love her to death. Now my dad, he put in a different type of morals in me as a man. He put a different type of morals in my sisters because he was a fatherly figure to show them what a man was. So without that, you know, without one or the other, it's, you know, the kid's always going to be unbalanced. A mother can only do so much, and a man and the father can only do so much. Together, they can make the world go round. So every time I discuss like things with other people, they're yelling at me to prove their point, and I'm like, no, I understand.
I think it's because they feel like you're trying to dismiss what they feel.
Yeah.
So like if you're saying like, oh, like women don't have it harder, all they hear is like, you don't have it hard.
Yeah.
When it's like, no, like you do have it hard.
Yeah.
But we both have it hard,
Yeah.
both women and men. I feel like we should all just kind of like be
Work
understanding
together.
and you know be
make it work.
compassionate towards each other.
So once we come to that and we're like, okay, let's team up. Let's not say you have it hard or I'm the victim. Let's team up and let's try to tackle this together.
What can we do to like, you know, make it even between us?
Like, all right, babe, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you know, I'll take the kids after my work because I don't work. Those are my slow days. Tuesday, Thursday, those are when we're super busy with cars. You'll cook and then, you know, come home, whatever. But, you know, and I feel like the role society kind of put on you as like men and women, I think it's just a team effort. Like I wouldn't mind getting in the kitchen and helping my wife cook something up. You know what I mean? Or helping the kids or help cleaning up. I don't mind that. But as long as you kind of respect my rules and I respect yours, I think we can tackle anything.
Also,
Why are you saying it like that?
Also, balcony. Also, like patience. You know, having patience with each other. And what else was I gonna say? I don't know. Yeah, patience.
You lost your train of thought.
I did because I freaking also balcony.
Yeah.
But patience, having like and understanding.
You already said understanding. Huh?
Yeah, I think I did.
Patience
and understanding.
And then trust. You have to trust that other person, you know, like wants it too, or like, you know. Yeah.
And a lot of people, they kind of, I think, like social media and stuff like that, you see videos and stuff like that, it just kind of brings in trust issues of like, you always see videos of like, you know, people going back and forth, or this person got caught cheating. You're like, so I think working at that and kind of reassurance on your significant other is really big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it brings in another perspective. I feel like social media, because you're like, oh, maybe that is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll see so many TikToks. I'm like, my boyfriend's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break up with him.
When you're comparing yourself to everybody else's life, that's why I kind of just
but
like.
But it's never what it seems.
Yeah, definitely, because behind closed doors is something different. Everybody's normal like us, but you're comparing yourself to somebody's highlight reel.
Huh?
You know what I mean?
I was like,
Oh my gosh, I bought a new house. Okay, but you didn't tell us you were working 16 hours a day, slaving away, and everybody's just looking at the finish line. Nobody's looking at the journey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a real huge thing that a lot of people do, and I think that's how a lot of people get depressed because they feel like they're not doing enough in their life.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's your life can change drastically. In
Yeah.
a
You know
couple
how they
months.
say, like, whenever people start, like, let's say, for example, like social media or a business or something, people always tell them, like, oh, that's a dumb idea. Like, you're not going to make it, like, blah, blah, blah. And then when they do make it, they're like, oh, how'd you do it? How'd you get there? Teach me. Like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what the heck? Where were you in the beginning?
Where were you?
Where are my TikTok followers, huh? Why are you guys viewing?
Why don't you guys like my story?
Why don't you guys like my videos?
Yeah.
You know who you are. I
They're
can
like
see
gonna go
you.
like it on.
I know.
It's definitely a marathon. You know what I mean? You got to push it.
Oh.
You stay consistent.
Oh, that's how you wore the shirt, huh? Just to say that line.
For 2 hours, I wore this freaking shirt just to say that line.
You were brewing.
But
You're waiting for the right moment.
do you even know what brand this is?
Turn around. Turn around. Is there anything on the back?
No.
Oh, shoot.
What is it? Nike?
Can somebody help?
It
me?
has a red flag, like a U.S. flag.
Is it from Nipsey Hussle?
We the people? No, we the you say. We
Carol,
the
I'm gonna tell you, Carol, okay? Because you're literally stretching out my neck for no reason. She's like,
I realize men don't like stretching their.
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, because it gets like
It gets like
bacon
wonky.
wrap, like it gets all
Oh,
shot.
Yeah,
okay, my bad.
No, so that's what Nipsey Hussle's brand is.
Oh.
It's called the Marathon Clothing. So that was like what his main teaching is, and everybody that's my friend, everything actually know. Like we're big on that. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You know what I mean? So he says, you got to just take the steps and just keep on pushing, don't stop. You know what I mean? And that's how he got where he got because he said it's a marathon.
Sponsor him.
Yeah. No, that's why. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean?
And us.
I'll go for it.
That way we can say that, like, oh, and this video is sponsored by. Didn't we say that last time?
Yeah.
Manscaped. Shave your nuts. That's what they do. That's what they do on this podcast. What podcast you be watching? You're weird.
You're weird. I'm just kidding.
What a loser. Definitely.
That would be fun. I want to have a sponsor.
Yeah. Like, even if it's
The freaking
Niagara
So-
or
water bottle.
Yeah, so definitely. Well, I'll talk to my company, see if we can sponsor something on you.
Dude.
So you can just be like,
Aw.
hey, legacy partners.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, heck yeah.
That's something to start.
Sponsors, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, guys. Any more questions or anything like that you want to add? I think that last one was good, right?
It was good.
No, which one?
The last one, Carol. Carol, the last one that we literally just talked about. She said, which one? The last one, Carol.
I thought he said the ass one, and I was like, that's why I was like, wait, which one? Because I was like, I swear I heard wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is tired. It is past her bedtime.
Dude, I am. It is. It really is.
It's 11.
What time do you go to sleep?
No, I'm just kidding.
She's just yawning because she's bored.
Did I yawn right now?
Do you guys want
Earlier,
to?
huh?
Yeah. Well, you didn't hear it on here. All you heard. I'm like, damn. I turned
I
around.
was
you're
just
yawning.
breathing hard. Okay,
She's
I
gonna
need
go
to
see a
to
doctor
bed.
after this. She's gonna go see a doctor after this. Evelyn, you have any last questions before we go?
Do you guys want any other questions, or do you want to?
I'm down. I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah, fuck it. I can make it a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part
Continue.
2? But how are we?
What do you even
gonna,
call this
like,
one?
I don't fucking know.
Part 1 and part 2.
I have to have I have to have like a catchy like clip.
Oh,
like
clickbait.
Clickbait.
Clickbait,
Yeah. What
yeah.
should that clickbait be?
Clip. Is it clickbait or clickbait?
Clip. No, wait.
You
click.
said.
Okay, we're done.
Jesus.
For a mature
Jesus.
audience.
For mature audiences only.
Yeah.
For some reason, they're having issues right now. Technical difficulties.
I need to change my battery.
I think it's
That's funny.
what is it?
It's
Clickbait.
clickbait.
Clickbait because it's like you're baiting to click.
Yeah.
Clickbait. Yeah.
Carol, stop. No, yeah, you should.
I'll come up with something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lewis and Carol fight.
Oh yeah, fist fighting.
Huh. It's
Caught in what is it? World Star?
World Star
Oh,
for sure.
yeah. I click
Okay.
on it.
Let's.
I would too.
I'll click on anything.
Okay, I'll
Go
do
ahead.
one more question.
Go ahead.
I have two. I don't know which one I want.
All right, go ahead. Let's do generic because
Generic?
relationship.
Yeah, we went too deep, huh?
Yeah.
We went in.
We'll save it for the next one. Alrighty, what are your thoughts on people who always cancel plans?
Oh, we didn't answer this last time?
I think we did, but we didn't really like go into
touch. Yeah,
yeah.
touch,
I feel like everybody was just talking all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
But now spotlight.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait, can you repeat it? Sorry.
No, you're okay. What are your
Jesus.
What are your thoughts on people who always cancel plans?
Always. That was a key word.
So they
always.
make plans and they're always canceling.
Cancel it.
Every week you're like, hey, let's hang out. Okay, I got
Next.
it. Yeah, and they'll like just cancel last minute, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like after a certain point, I would feel upset and I'd want to have a conversation about like why they're, canceling plans.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I'm understanding, like if they cancel like here and there, because it happens, like, people get busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do that too sometimes, so it's like no one's perfect. So I'm okay. But you said always. Yeah, always. I feel like if I care enough about the person, like I'd ask them. But then if like I feel like I don't really give a fuck, then I'd probably like just like whatever. I know I'm not gonna like, talk to you or. But I feel like, yeah, if I did care for them, like, I would try to understand, like, hey, why is this going on? Especially, like, if this is, like out of nowhere. Because it's, like, is this, like, all of a sudden? And then they started canceling plans? Like,
I guess both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah. Like, if they've always done it since you met them.
Yeah, then
or they just barely started.
Yeah, I feel like if they've always done it since the get-go, then it's like, okay, yeah, I don't give a shit about you.
Mm-hmm.
But then if it was like someone that I've, we hung out and like out of nowhere, like I'd be like, oh, there's probably something going on in their life that, that's having them cancel all the time. So I feel like, yeah, I'd have a conversation with them.
Mm-hmm. You, sir?
So I'm the one that always cancels plans.
Really?
But that's with like,
Get out.
Like my cousins and stuff.
He's not proud of it. He's like, yeah, like I cancel plans.
Yeah.
I'm too busy for y'all.
Anyways, no, and I think.
Thank you for not canceling today.
Oh, yeah.
I was surprised I showed up. When I walked in, I'm like, dang, I'm here. That's crazy. No, I think, with me, I've always been the one to kind of just like not show up, even if they invite me. Like my cousins, they understand that about me though. Like if it's going out to like, oh, hey, let's go to a club or let's go hang out, let's go drink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I'm working, then it's just if work gets in the way, then I just end up there. And I think they understand that. Just my cousins, just knowing me as a person.
Yeah.
Literally, I could tell my cousin Grevin like, oh, hey, yeah, bro, I'll be there. And he literally looks at me. He goes, "No, you're not." And I'm like, "I will." He goes, "No, you're not." And then literally, when I don't show up, I told you. I'm like, "Bro, I love you." But they know I have. With them, they know that I have goals in mind, so they know I'm always working. It's not like I'm just like. And then sometimes I'm tired and I just don't want to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they understand it. But every like 6 months, I'll go out and hang out just to kind of just show them like, hey, yo, we can hang out time to time, whatever. But for the most part, they're always just like and they still don't stop inviting me out. They'll still invite me out.
Sweet.
You know what I mean? They'll still be like, "Hey, yo, we're gonna go do this, or we're gonna go do that." Or hey, we're gonna go on a fishing trip. You want to go? And they're always still, inviting me because they understand.
Yeah.
We all kind of grew up the same, so they know what I'm trying to do when it comes to work wise.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just like, "Oh yeah,"
but I care about you. They know.
Yeah. So they know, good. Like sometimes. Like sometimes it's just like I don't got the time or whatever, and so it's I'm glad to have like cousins like that, like my cousin Pookie, Grevin, all of them, yeah, they all know what's up. My P, they all know what's up, and they know it's like, oh, let's go hang out and drink, and we'll drink a beer or something. But after that, I'm out by 8 o'clock because I'm up by 6 a.m. working.
Yeah.
So
and that's good because there's some people who like won't invite you anymore just because like you're always constantly like canceling or not going.
Yeah.
So that's good, but it's like you have like a valid reason, like you're trying to hustle, you're trying to like make money and like get to somewhere that like you're not.
So so that's how it usually happens. Have I ever had somebody
do that,
like cancel plans on me? Yeah, but I think it's just kind of like my lifestyle. Like I don't really worry about it because I'm just like, all right, like you freed up my time, I could do something else with it.
Yeah.
Now I know sometimes I do cancel plans. It's just because I'm just feeling down. Like I'm just like, I just don't want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
With Reyes, I could try to cancel. I could try, but
He won't let you.
yeah, he'll be like, I'm
really?
outside. He'll call me and be like, I'm
Oh,
outside, and I'm like,
wow.
that's crazy. I'm not home. Your car's here. Damn, that's crazy. I took the bus, but he's always
Aw,
like,
freaking, that's funny.
yeah, he's always doing that, but he's always like, bro, I'm bored. Let's go get something to eat. I'm like, I'm not hungry, so let's just get in the car. I'm bored. I want to do something. I'm like,
Aw.
but him is just kind of, all right, let's go eat or something,
Yeah.
So I'm like, me and him, we kind of understand that, like, just to go hang out for a couple hours or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he won't let me cancel. You know, people like to go. People in Bakersfield like to go out like at 10 or 11.
Hella late.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm already asleep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he'll be like, I don't text back in like a 10-minute mark. I was blowing up my phone. He's cussing me out. You better be out here. I'm like, fool. I'm already ready. I'm literally in my box. He's about to lay down. And then he's just like, but he's on me when he really wants me to go out. Like, if there's something that's gonna happen, and he's like, bro, you got to be there. He'll be, persistent on it. But canceling plans is just, I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the other side, and I know it's nothing personal towards the person. It's kind of like your own issues or life's just happening.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of feel about it.
I feel like I'm kind of the same way. It's like I don't take it super personal, but then like sometimes, like, especially if they don't give me like an explanation, then I'll be like, oh, like, okay, like, whatever. Like the first time, like, okay, whatever, it's fine. The second time, like, okay. Third time, but then if it keeps going and like they have no like excuse, I'm gonna be like, I'll probably like ask, like, if I care about them, I'll be like, hey, like, is everything okay? Like, you keep canceling, like, you're my friend and I miss you, like, I want to see you.
Yeah.
But if they give me like, reasons as to like, why, and if I feel like they're valid, then I'll be like, okay, like, it's understanding or understandable. But I don't know, because I'm like the type of person who never cancels plans. Like, I'm the one who like always like goes and does like things that people like invite me to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just about.
So yeah, I know. I was like, I don't think I've ever like canceled plans.
Yeah, and if I do, it's like a valid reason, or like I don't really like care for you or not. Well, no, because sometimes.
You know what? Honestly, I like my alone time.
I do too.
I think I like it, and I had a conversation with someone where I'm like, I like it so much where I feel like, is this gonna get in the way in a relationship?
Dude,
because I'm always just like,
dude, that is me.
Your alone time is important, but I think I enjoy it so much where sometimes I just want to drive around by myself and just kind of relax, or if I'm okay with just watching a show where I don't have to. Be held to a standard or like talk to people or just I don't have to be.
Is this your way of saying?
No, I'm
that you don't want to be talking to us.
No, but I'm just saying, like, as
this is my cue to leave.
I know. All right.
I think as a man, a lot of people, you have to be a brother, you have to be a son, you have to be, a coworker or somebody that you have to be held to a
draining.
standard. It's draining. So when you're by yourself, it's like I don't have to be anything. I'm just relaxing.
I do get lonely though sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's like a
yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's normal though.
Yeah, and so, sometimes you gotta find out. Like when I was locked up for COVID, when those 2 weeks, dude, I was going crazy. I felt like I couldn't.
Because you're forced. Like, it wasn't your choice.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if who's doing in prison.
Yeah.
So I was like, they're trying to do push-ups. I'm like, is this what they do? Like,
yeah,
this is boring, dude.
read a book, like.
Yeah. So it was crazy. So
when I broke my tailbone, dude, I was bedridden for like a month. And like nobody would visit me.
Wait, yeah, we did.
Like once.
Oh,
you guys visited me like when
some friend. I didn't visit her.
But I know.
I didn't even know you broke your tailbone until you healed, and you're like, I broke my tailbone a couple months ago, and I'm like, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
I was there when she broke it.
But yeah, dude, I was bored out of my mind. Not even my family would come like hang out with me. Sometimes, like in the beginning. On your side, huh? On my side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
my butt hurts.
Dude, my ass hurts right now.
My ass is fine.
No, actually, my ass is fine, but my back hurts. Yeah. But yeah, so I was like super bored. I was hella lonely and like depressed, and I was just like, "Is this like what life is gonna be like for the
rest of my life?"
Yeah,
scary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was bad.
It's all a balance.
But then I went to Redwoods for like took like a 9-hour drive with like my broken
and you drove.
I'm horrible, but
yeah,
that's
good
cool.
times.
Good times.
I think that's super cool. I've never been there.
You should go,
It's
dude.
so
It's
beautiful.
so pretty.
It's so majestic.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Hey, we were
Jesus.
invited.
We
How are we
were
going to extend
invited.
the invite?
Doesn't matter. You guys could be ghetto and invite somebody else.
Dude,
Yeah.
we shared a freaking little twin bed.
Twin bed. It was probably the size of this.
We were sardines.
This is probably bigger, huh? Wider?
Yeah, hell yeah. We did literally had to sleep like this. We couldn't move. And it had to be head to toe.
You're
Don't invite me.
like, I take it back.
I'll take it back. I'm on my own bed.
Imagine you, I don't know, because like everybody else, like a lot of other people had to sleep on the floor.
I think that's why they offered it to us. They're like, this bed, we rather sleep on the couch.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't because they were like trying to be nice. They're just like, yeah, fuck this
Yeah.
bed.
They looked at it. Yeah, we don't even fit.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want this bed? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, yo,
Yeah, because I remember when they told us that we were going to get our own room, I was like, oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah, we're like,
lit.
oh.
And then you go.
But that
and
makes
it's
sense.
it makes
Yeah,
sense.
because I think it was like two guys. They're probably like, yeah, like,
We're
fuck
not
that.
gonna
Yeah.
I would sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys ready to wrap
Close
it up?
out?
Yeah, all done. I don't really have an outro, but thank
Outro.
you everybody for tuning in. This was Whatevs.
Podcast.
Oh, do we have to say our names?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just said my
Because
name
you
for the-
paused, so I was like, oh, is that our cue to go?
No,
I
it's
don't know,
because
so-
I got excited because I never said our the name.
Okay.
Was
So I
that your
just got
first time
excited,
saying it?
yeah.
Oh, how
Carol, do you
cute.
say "ah" to everything?
Yeah.
My dog died.
Or like when Bill died.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm
That-
sorry. I'm
what
sorry.
is wrong with you?
Sorry.
Can somebody come get her? Oh my
She was showing
goodness.
compassion.
Was that- I didn't say anything about-
I'm not cutting that out, by
She's
the way.
dancing like a stripper.
Wait, what?
That's what that.
The song. It's because he
Wait.
said somebody come. Remember, he's like, somebody come get
Oh.
her. And then I was like, somebody come.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But I really enjoyed this podcast.
Yeah, I'm
Me
glad you
too.
guys
I can't wait to
came.
rewatch it.
I know. I'm
Once,
excited.
once it's edited.
Yeah.
Now I have.
Now I want to watch like the raw like thing. You know.
Yeah. I have 2 hours of
Damn, we have to watch it.
Where's the time at?
right there on the
I
bottom.
can't read.
The red.
Oh,
And
2
I-
hours and 13 minutes.
Mhm.
Damn, that's like a movie.
Dude, it didn't
Dude.
really feel that long.
It didn't
It
though.
didn't.
Yeah, this was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice. I can't wait to
So
rewatch it.
can we have a watching party?
Dude,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. We were gonna have one with the other
Yeah.
one too. And then,
Uh-huh.
or we'll have two.
And we'll see which one's better.
Ooh.
Jeez.
We need
Yes.
to do another one with the girls because the first one I was rewatching it and it's a lot of
Pausing.
no, actually it's a lot of a lot of pausing.
Talking over each
And
other.
since we didn't have like actual questions,
Yeah, it was
kind of
structured.
just
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
it was the
anyways.
first one. Like we had to test it
yeah.
out.
We still need to watch it though.
This is
'cause
my first
it's
one.
Fun.
Weirdo.
Hey.
You're a natural, that's why.
What is podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty,
Uh-huh.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Like, subscribe,
Can you make us
hit the notification bell.
Stop trying to gang on here. You're weird. What a loser.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys.
Dude, you're weird.
Keep like spraying onto this mic.
Girl.
Good thing
Oh
this is
my
mine. Don't let
Yeah.
anyone use
That's
this. Okay.
yours. It's fine.
That's annoying.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This
I'm
was
out.
What Ifs podcast. Say bye, guys.
Perfect.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is good. I like
Wait,
this.
are you gonna pause it? Because you
I
said
will
we're
right
done,
now.
but you're just
Yeah.
like we're
yeah.
just.
That's fine.
She can crop it out.
Dude,
you
I can
know?
keep it. What if
Yeah.
we say something interesting after?
Yeah, you
And
gotta.
then too late. Not too late.
No.
It already
No.
happened.
No.
No, it's not.
No,
You're
we
weird.
need to use
Let me know when you want to
Alrighty.
do this again. This is cool. I like
This was fun, right?
Yeah, that was cool. We just need to get sponsored so we can like actually make money.
Yeah. Because imagine we get paid to just chat.
Yeah, then I could do this all day. Bring it.
Dude,
Like,
hell
I
yeah.
see.
I'll tell you my deepest, darkest secrets.
I'll be-
Same. I would literally freaking whip out.
Big opito.
No, my secrets.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.